So hey, we're at the final part of this 7-part series. So this is part 7 in Robert Cialdini's Principles of Influence. So the first 6 that we talked about in the previous videos came from Cialdini's earlier book, this one, Influence. His 7th principle actually comes from his more newer book from 2017, Persuasion. And Persuasion is a fairly different book compared to Influence. And in its separate video, I'll have to get into the basics of Persuasion. But in Persuasion, Cialdini talks about a 7th principle of influence that he had not, was not apparent to him in the 80s when he wrote the earlier book, Influence. And so Cialdini's 7th principle of influence is that of unity. Unity being a sense of togetherness, a sense of being one of the same thing. And here what happens is we tend to be influenced a lot more by people who are of our same ethnic background, who do the same things that we do, who like the same kind of sports teams that we like, who have this share the same hobbies that we like as well. And so because of this sense of oneness and togetherness, we are more easily influenced by these people, and we tend to say yes to them. So for us, the key is to reinforce when you are influencing somebody, you're trying to persuade them, reinforce any shared bonds that you have with them. So maybe you worked with that person in the same department previously, or a different company previously, and actually you'll also see it at the workplace. If a pair of people have worked in a different company, the same company prior to the one they are currently in, you will notice a very close relationship that they have with each other. It's just because they have this sense of unity from their previous employment where they were both together. And so what you could do when you're influencing people, like I said, reinforce this, talk about shared identities that you have with the person, and emphasize that and let them know that you have this sense of oneness with them. Then when you make a request, then when you ask them for something, you're going to be more likely to get a yes from them. And that really is what the 7th principle that Cialdini talks about in Persuasion, and that is just the principle of unity. So this brings us to the end of the 7 principles. I hope you enjoyed the entire series. It was fun for me reading about them and then coming over here and talking about them and sharing them with you. So I'm glad you've joined me here. Thank you for that, and bye-bye.